It's a red card! You know, where the goalkeeper is. You need to get some more money out, Robbie.
Hello boys and girls, and welcome to my preview of Norwich against Arsenal tomorrow. And I've got a smile on my face again because Unai Emery has been sacked as manager of Arsenal, as we already know. And it means that we can go into this game against Norwich with a little bit of optimism, with a little bit of renewed hope. Freddie Ljungberg is now the new interim Arsenal manager. I'm not saying that it's going to go amazingly and he's going to, turn our fortunes around immediately, but it's gave everybody a lift. We're going to go into this game not thinking, what kind of formations he's going to do, what kind of personnel he's going to put out there, how many are we going to lose by. That's what it was getting like in the last few weeks, months even. And we're not going to have to worry about that now. Not for the time being anyway. This is the moment where we can forget about who's taking over. Whether it might be Nuno, Pochettino, Allegri, Brendan Rodgers. I don't know all the names that are being thrown in the hat. There's Rafa Benitez, Carlo Ancelotti. So many names are being thrown into the hat. But it's time to put that aside. It's time to concentrate on the game. I looked at some of the results earlier. Spurs winning means that we have to win. Chelsea, they've lost. So if we win tomorrow, we can cut the gap to the top 4 to 5 points. And when you think how bad things have been lately, it could be a lot worse than that. I'm hoping that we have that kind of lift about us in tomorrow's game. That new manager syndrome. You look at Jose Mourinho since he's been in at Spurs. They've won 3 on the bounce. Defensively, they're still crap. But they've been getting the victories. Once in the Champions League and twice in the Premier League. And that's all they can do at the moment until Jose gets to really try and implement his ideas. And it's the same thing. This could be Freddie Ljungberg's only game as Arsenal manager. We could appoint someone next week. Or it could be the first of many. We honestly do not know right now. So at the minute, let's concentrate on this game. Norwich, they had a good start to the season. But they're where they are for a reason. Because they've been dreadful. And we need to go into this game with a proper mindset that we're going to turn up and we're going to turn them over. Freddie comes from the era and the Arsenal teams that I was privileged and lucky enough to have witnessed. When he was playing alongside the likes of Vieira, Henry, Bergkamp, Pires. And you just got to think, he knows how Arsenal play. He knows the Arsenal way. Looking at his press conferences already, he's already talking about how he wants to put smiles back on faces. He wants to play an exciting brand of football. We just got to take it game by game. And then we'll see what happens maybe in January. I've seen some photos late this afternoon as well. Josh Kroenke was actually at London Colney at the training ground. And he went and had a chat with the players. And I don't mind things like that. That's good to see. I'm not saying that I love the owners. I'm just saying that that's the right thing. We might have our thoughts and opinions on Stan Kroenke, but Josh Kroenke seems very hands-on. While Stan stays over in America and whatnot, Josh seems to be doing a lot more over this side. So we'll see what happens, man. Team selection's going to be important. Formation's going to be important. And I really, really hope that we can get off to a winning start under Freddie Ljungberg. So with that said, I'm going to go and get into my starting lineup. And first thing I'm going to do, and I hope Freddie does it, is a 4-2-3-1. None of this 3 at the back and all this bollocks, all right? Please, let's go back to type 4-2-3-1, all right? You think of the formations that Freddie played in. I don't think we got the personnel for that. But Watching him with the under-23s, the style they play, I know it's contrasts between the under-23s and the first team, but yeah, 4-2-3-1 is what I'm hoping for. Starting off in goal, Leno. And yeah, be interesting to see how he reacts under a new manager. Will he be given a different strategy? Because it's very evident that under Emery, Leno was told to constantly kick the ball short. He would never clear it long. The only times I can remember clearing it long were when the fans were getting on his back. So maybe that's something that Freddie's talking to him about, and maybe that's something that will change. But in the goal, he's our best goalkeeper. It's as simple as that. In the defence, back four, on the right-hand side, I'm going to go with Hector Bellerin. I have seen pictures of him in training. I know he missed the game in the Europa League because of a slight hamstring strain, but I think that was precautionary. So I'm just going to go with if he's fit, and that's what I'm going to go with, Hector Bellerin. On the left-hand side of that four, I'm going to go with Tierney. It'd be interesting to see how he does now. Of course, Unai Emery brought him into the club, and it'd be interesting to see how he works under Freddie Ljungberg. Remember when Freddie was at Arsenal, we had the likes of Ashley Cole at left-back. So you wonder whether some of those, traits that Ashley had may rub off, and we could use those in games with Kieran Tierney. He's an unbelievable left-back anyway, but I think his game could go from strength to strength from now. In the centre of defence, this is where Freddie's got some decisions to make, shall I say. One of his backroom coaching staffs that he's brought in is Saka, and of course, defender. So it'd be interesting to see what they actually go with. I do feel that they rate Rob Holding, but it might be a bit too soon, and he's been out with a slight injury. And first of all, I'm going to go with David Luiz. I know he was taken off the other night, but I've seen him in training pictures, and I feel that they're going to look to him as someone with the experience, and he's going to have to do the right things. So yeah, I think that's what they may well go with. Alongside him, I'm going to go with Callum Chambers. I haven't been impressed at all by Sokratis. I think he's looked very slow, getting caught out a lot, and I just don't like anything that I've seen from him at all. And Callum Chambers, I think, has been consistently pretty good. So yeah, I'd go with Luiz and Callum Chambers. I'm going to move into the two that sit in front of that four. First of all, Lucas Torreira. And I suppose he's a very happy man that Unai Emery has gone, because hopefully now he can actually play in his preferred position, which is a defensive midfielder. And I think that Freddie, again, you go back to his time, the players he played with, the likes of Gilberto Silva. There is talk of Gilberto coming in as well. Yeah, it's only going to help Lucas Torreira. He's not having a great time at the moment, but there's no doubt in his quality, and that's what I'm going to go with. Alongside him, now this is where there's going to be some selection headaches and decisions. And you know what? I'm going to go with Granit Xhaka. Played the other night, and he had a decent game. He was not bad in that game at all. I feel that the pivot of those two are the best we've got. Guendouzi hasn't been good for about the last month. He's been having a lot of poor games. And if Granit Xhaka put in half of the performances that Guendouzi's been putting in, there'll be calls for him to be deported and all sorts. So let's just relax a little bit, all right? Torreira and Granit Xhaka are our best two in that pivot. So that's what I'm going to go with. Now, the attacking three in front of them, first of all, on the right-hand side, Nicolas Pepe. And I'll tell you something, he will be so happy that Unai Emery's gone. Finally now, we might be able to start playing to the man's strengths and why we paid £72 million for him. Plays on that right-hand side like Freddie did. And, if Freddie's to be believed in everything he's saying, then our style of play is only going to suit Nicolas Pepe. Simple as that. On the left of that three, I'm going to go with Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. And, yeah, look, he scored again the other night. I don't think he should have played, to be quite honest with you. That was such a gamble. But again, he's another player that's going to thrive and going to enjoy the attacking side of things. And if he's scoring the amount of goals he's been scoring in a team that's so pragmatic and so defensive-minded, then my word, what would he do in a team that's so attack-minded? We'll wait and see. In the middle of those three, I'm going to go with Mesut Ozil. Now, he is definitely someone that is happy that Unai Emery has gone. And I said it in one of my AFTV interviews. I think that Mesut Ozil will outstay Unai Emery, and he did. And again, Freddie can get the best out of him. And you know what? In the last few games that Ozil's been playing, he's done all right. He's actually been working well. So I've got no problems with this whatsoever. Up front, as the main striker, Alexandre Lacazette got a couple of goals in his last game. That will do his confidence the world of good. And again, I think that he is a player that will thrive under a new manager. A more attack-minded team, a more forward-thinking team, and one that will play to his strengths. And I'm all for that. So there we go. That is it. That is the preview. That is the predicted lineup. 4-2-3-1. That is very strong. And I've gone for that attack of Pepe, Aubameyang, Ozil, Lacazette. I think that's serious. I'd love to see that, please. Hopefully we can get off with a win and hit the ground running. And I really, really hope it works out for Freddie. I really do. He's a legend of the club. And how many of us, years and years ago, when we were watching him as a player, used to put, you know, red spray paint in our hair and everything to resemble him and whatnot. And yeah, man, I just really hope that it works out. And it's a big game. And like I said, with the results, a chance to move within 5 points to that top 4. And given everything, that's actually not too bad. So yeah, as usual, let me know in the comment section if you agree or disagree. What lineup would you go with? What formation? If you're new around here, hit the subscribe button. Make sure you smash a like on this video. There will be a preview after the game. And then next Tuesday, Blood Brothers Season 2, Episode 1 is out. And these episodes are around about 45 minutes long. And they are out every single Tuesday, right up until the new year. I can't give too much more away, but I tell you something, it's going to be worth the wait. I am buzzing for this first episode, man. So stay tuned with that. It's going to be on my channel as well. And yeah, listen, we'll find out what happens with Freddie and Arsenal tomorrow. We'll see. Hopefully, I've still got this smile on my face because I'm feeling good again. But until then, I'll see you lot soon. I'm out of here.